We only have 48 hours in Battambang and we want to cram in as much as we can. So today we are going to be going on a tuk-tuk ride. We've hired a guide who's going to show us around all the big great sights to see. But yesterday we also did some really exciting things. So we started off by visiting the Phare Circus, which is a definite if you're here in Battambang. You really need to go and support this place. It's doing some really great work. We went for a tour of the grounds in the morning. Phare Ponley Selpak, meaning Brightness of the Arts, is a non-profit arts and circus school that empowers children, young people and communities through artistic, educational and social support programmes. The campus offers free guided tours to the public in the morning and afternoon, Monday to Friday. We really enjoyed our tour and hearing all about the history of the school and the huge impact it's making to the local community. And then at night we went to the circus show, which was brilliant. Honestly, it was so good. The skills that these guys have got are just phenomenal. Tickets for the circus cost $14 for adults and $7 for children under 12. All circus shows are performed in a big top tent by the current students of the Performing Arts School. These students will then go on to perform at Phare's other circus in Siem Reap or on circus tours with other professional companies around the world. So definitely put that one on your list if you are coming to Battambang. The other thing that I did while we were here was a cooking class at Nari Kitchen. So it wasn't something I was actually planning to do, but we actually went to Nari Kitchen on our first night for dinner and I saw that they had a cooking class advertised. It was really good value, so I decided to give it a go and I was not disappointed. Whilst travelling Southeast Asia, I saw lots of cooking classes advertised, but this one caught my eye and it was definitely the most affordable one that we came across, costing only $12.50 per person. The family that host the class and own the restaurant are so lovely and welcoming, and the class starts with a trip to the local market to buy the ingredients for the dishes we were going to make. I've walked through similar markets many times, but the great thing about going with a local is that they can explain what many of the things are, as it's not always clear just by looking. This country has fruits and vegetables that I've never seen before. The highlight was watching a lady make fresh coconut milk from scratch. On the day I did the class, there were only 3 of us, so it was really intimate and really great fun. We learnt how to make fried spring rolls, beef lok lak, and one of my all-time favourite Cambodian dishes, fish amok. After cooking, we got to eat all of our creations, and best of all, after the class, we were emailed all the recipes, including a few additional ones to add to our repertoire. We've been picked up by our tour guide Sabet, and our first stop is actually his hometown, his home village, where he's going to give us a bit of a tour. We've just heard a little bit of the history of this place, of Cambodia, but the correct pronunciation is not Battambang, it's Battambang.
So we just learned what Battambang means. They have essentially like a holy man in the middle of the roundabout there that they're making offerings to, and it's basically translated as lost stick, about a man who went into the woods and he lost his stick.
His magic stick.
His magic stick, yeah. I love these stories that are attached to it. They become, it's like the myth deepens and deepens and deepens, and who knows, there's probably different slight variations to it as well.
So what attracted me to this tour is that we actually get to go on bicycles to see a bit of the countryside, so that's what we're about to do now. Civet offers half-day tours and full-day tours, but we decided to do the full-day tour because it encompassed a lot of things, including learning how to make rice paper, rice wine, dried bananas, fish paste, bamboo sticky rice, so there's lots included in the full-day tour. We've been learning so much about local life and Savit's life in the local community and what it's like to live here, and just cycling around here is so lovely. We'd never find these places on our own. Okay, change of plan. Things aren't going so well. I'll update you in a second. So, we were doing our tour. It was all going really well. We were about an hour into it, cycling through the countryside. Savet was giving us loads of brilliant information and it was just brilliant, so good. And then suddenly Ewan started to feel really nauseous and basically started vomiting. So I think perhaps it was what he had for breakfast. He had scrambled eggs at the place we're staying, and yeah, he's really not good. So we had to just cancel the tour, stopped off at the chemist, and Ewan is now currently in bed, still feeling sick and just really low on energy. So he's obviously got a little bit of food poisoning. So we stocked up with liquids, and I've decided to just come out and have a little wander. We passed a little frozen yogurt place on the way back, and it looks really nice, so I'm going to go in there for a little frozen yogurt, and then I'm going to have a little walk around Battambang and just show you some of the sights. And then later on today I am actually going to continue the tour just on my own with our guide Savit, and we're going to go and hopefully do the bamboo train, and we're going to go and do the Bat Cave and the Killing Cave as well. So Ewan will just have to sit this one out. It's such a shame because I totally know how he feels. I had food poisoning back in Thailand, if you remember our Koh Jam video. No, Koh Yanoi actually, and it was just awful, so I really feel for him. It's not nice. I've come in to get some ice cream.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we have the menu here.
Okay.
We have by the cup and the cone.
Okay.
By weight 100 grams and 150, and cone fish fry.
Okay, great. I think I'll go for the cup. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Great, thanks. Lots of toppings to choose from. Okay, so I decided to go with the bamboo and the mango. So the guy told me that the bamboo, it kind of tastes like vanilla, but it's black. So I thought, well, do you know what? I'm going to try it. It's something a bit different. And I'm just going to actually walk down to the water. There's a river, and I'm going to sit and have my ice cream. The mango is really tasty. It tastes really fresh and just like frozen yogurt, really. Let's try the bamboo. I saw pictures of someone eating this and their mouth was black, so it's probably going to make my teeth really black. Oh yeah, black tongue. He's right actually, it does just taste like vanilla. Yeah, nice. So I'm going to finish this and then we'll have a little walk and see what there's to see in Battambang. So I just had a wander through the other market in Battambang, not the same one that I went to yesterday with the cooking class. It's got everything in it, clothes, food, you name it. But if you're a vegetarian, I would recommend looking away now. So I've come to do the bamboo train on my own. Just been hearing a little bit of the history about it. So after the Khmer Rouge fell, there were no trains on this track running anymore. So the locals started the bamboo train to transport goods from the villages into the city. And when it was first started, they actually just used a stick to power it, but now they've got a proper engine. Once vehicles and things came to fruition, the locals stopped using it, and it is now just purely a tourist attraction. So the train to Phnom Penh actually still runs on this track, so hopefully it ain't gonna be running when I'm on my bamboo train. So we're just waiting. I'm just waiting for the last train to come back, and then I get to go on mine. And I think it's about an hour ride actually, so it's quite far. And we're riding up to the next village, and then I think he said we're riding back. But it's so hot today that I'm actually looking forward to the breeze that I'll get when I'm on the train. So hopefully that'll cool me down a bit, because it is roasty toasty. It's mad that this is literally just a kind of like bamboo bed attached to some wheels, attached to the tracks with a motor. I'm on the train. Got the whole train to myself. All that's missing is Ewan. So we met some fellow travellers coming the opposite way, so we're dismantling to let them pass. Wow, it's pretty cool. It does go a little bit side to side at times, a little bit rickety. But the breeze is lovely, and the scenery is just beautiful. It's just fields and trees as far as the eye can see. I'm trusting these guys with my life. Let's hope they don't let me down. So we've come to the end of the bamboo line, and we've come to a little village here, and some of the little children and the older children are selling things. So got lots of little kids wanting to sell me bracelets, and there's clothes and things here as well. There's this little cutie coming to say hello. So I'll just have a little look around their shop, see if I want to buy anything. So I bought a little bracelet and a cold drink. So we've stopped again, I'm not quite sure why. Perhaps the train is coming, the real train. Oh, I think I can maybe hear it. I'm not sure. Either that or we've just stopped for I don't know what. So it's quite hard at the end of that line because you stop and you've got the kids kind of begging you to buy their bracelets, and to be fair, like it's $2, like $1 for 2 bracelets. I only took one, and $1 for a drink. And if you want to buy some t-shirts, you can. Do you know what I mean? It's not a lot of money, and if you can afford to do it, then do it and support them, I would say. But it's hard. It's hard. So just be prepared for that, because I didn't know that was going to happen. I didn't read any of the reviews about it. But yeah, it's very difficult to say no, put it that way. So I've just been told that the big train is coming, and that's the reason that we've stopped. So that's good, we'll get to see the train go past. I think this is the train to Phnom Penh. And I'm glad that we've stopped in plenty of time, because you don't want to see that hurtling towards you while you're on the bamboo train. There's a storm a brewing. Loads of light thunder. There's definitely rain coming. Let's hope it stays off till we get back. There's a crazy storm just hit. I'm hoping it'll be over really soon. We've had to come and take shelter. I brought the weather from Scotland. So the crazy storm has stopped. It's dry again, it's warm again, and I'm so glad that I wasn't on that bamboo train when the storm really hit. There were actually a couple of girls behind me, so I don't know how they got on, but that would have been a bit scary. So we're off now to our next stop, which is the mountain, where I think we're going to see the Killing Cave and we're going to see the bats in a bit as well. Have you ever had one? Yeah. Was it nice? I don't think I'll try it today. So that is rats that they're selling at the side of the road, fried. Mmm, tasty. So we're going up to the Killing Cave now. I'm on the back of the bike. Cool. So that was where 10,000 people were killed during the Khmer Rouge and were then thrown to their death. And some of the skulls are on display to see in bone fragments. So the statues actually don't relate to the Khmer Rouge at all. It's actually to do with Buddhism. So a bit like the Ten Commandments, Buddhism has 5. And those statues kind of relate to karma and what will happen in the afterlife if you don't follow the 5 commandments, as they were. So there's adultery, lying, stealing, killing, and drinking alcohol. So each statue relates to one of those things. Oh, and also breastfeeding in the pagoda is not allowed. So yeah, interesting. So it's kind of to remind people of what will happen if they don't follow the 5 steps. It's a shame as well that we didn't have longer at the top of the mountain, because the view across the landscape was really cool, and all the little monkeys as well eating all the food. It would have been nice to have had a little bit longer up there, but we had to get back down to see the bats, and because of the storm earlier, that kind of set us back I think a bit, because we literally had to wait 20 minutes for that to finish. So it was a shame that we didn't have longer up there. But yeah, if you're coming yourself, then I would definitely recommend coming up to the top of that mountain, because the view is really beautiful. And actually from up there as well, you can actually see clusters of bats flying in the distance. So that's a nice place to kind of view them as well, I would say, from much more of a distance, of course. Well, that's it. That's the tour done. It's a little bit of a shame because I feel like we didn't really get the most out of it, obviously, because the morning had to be cut short, so we missed out on quite a lot. So that was a real shame, but unfortunately it's just one of those things. There's nothing that can be done about that. And yeah, it's easy enough to kind of get your own tuk-tuk and go to places like the Bat Cave and the Killing Cave, but the nice thing about having a guide was that we did find out quite a lot more than we probably would have if we just got a tuk-tuk driver. Just the hour that we had with Savet in the morning was really informative, and we did learn an awful lot, so that was really good. It's just a shame that we didn't get more of that. And I guess the bamboo train was good, and I did enjoy it, and I'm glad I did it, but I did feel like when we stopped in that village it was quite intense because I was the only person there and the little kids were at me, and it's tricky in that situation to know what to do, because you read things online that says you shouldn't really buy from children because you're perpetuating the cycle of them being sent out to work, when actually, you know, if you're going to buy anything, buy it from adults. But it's really hard when you've got little kids basically begging you. But I did find out afterwards that actually those 2 young girls are actually daughters of the people that own the bamboo train, so that left a little bit of a bitter taste in my mouth. But you know what, it is what it is, and at the end of the day you have to make your own decision whether you're gonna buy from them or not. If you're here, I definitely recommend checking everything out that we did. I think the highlight for me was probably the circus. followed by the cooking class. Both of those were exceptional. And while you're here, you've definitely got to see the bats, because that is something you're not going to see every day. So this video didn't really quite go to plan, but hopefully once we get to see him reap you, and we'll be feeling better, and we'll be able to bring you another vlog from there next week. Thank you so much for watching.